Hello guys, and this is Junaid Khan and welcome to my channel. I hope you all are in a good state of your health. This is the last video of the series in which I am showing you how to clone the design of Instagram in Flutter. In this video, I will show you how to clone the profile screen of Instagram. Before this video, I showed you how you can clone the home and search screen in Flutter. So let me first show you that what we are going to clone. This is the profile screen which we are going to clone. Okay, so as you can see, there is a app bar, there is this section, post, followers, following, and all of the things, and you can see there is two attached fragments with it. Okay, so first we will develop the app bar, because as you can see that when we open the home screen, then the app bar is like this. When we open search screen, the app bar is gone, is not visible, and when we open profile screen, the app bar is like this. So first we will develop the app bar, and after that we will clone the remaining screen. Okay, so I'm using the previous project which I created for home screen and search screen. So first we have to open main screen, because we are showing the app bar in the main screen. Case 0 is for the home screen, case 1 is for search screen, and I already told you about the default. So we will add a new case which will be case 4, return app bar, like this. Okay, so for this we need to add a background color, colors.black, and title row. Why I'm using this? So let me show you that this is basically because in app bar, if you want to show anything, then we need to use the variable, or you can say the options available in app bar for showing for anything you want to show. So we are using app bar for this, and we will add we will use a row in the title, and within the row we will add 2 more rows, and for the parent row we will add main axis alignment as space between, and we will add 2 more rows, one for this and one for this. So main axis alignment, space between, children, again row, children, icon. The icon will be icons dot lock outline rounded, and the second is some kind of spacing. Width will be 5. After this, text utils. Okay, we have to import this here. Text utils, make this variable as final. Okay, so now we can use text utils here. Okay, so bold 18, Junaid Khan 892, color of this text will be white, like this. Okay, for the second we will again add row, children, image dot asset slash icons slash add, post dot png, and the width will be 20, height will be again 20, and color of this will be white. Now we need to add spacing. Sized box width will be 15 for now, and again icons dot menu, like this. Now we will run this app and check that whether app bar is exactly like this what we want to develop or not. It will take some time to run. So the app is installed in our mobile. So let me navigate to the profile screen. So as you can see that app bar is looking good. On search, the app bar should be hidden. On home, the app bar should like this, exactly like this, and on profile. So now we will start working on the profile screen. So first we need to add some const modifiers in this. Okay. But one thing is missing, the drop down arrow. So let me add that as well. Icons dot keyboard arrow down, and add const modifier for this. Press hot reload. Yeah, now it's looking exactly like we see on Instagram. So now we have to open our profile screen. Okay, so let me see that what we have to develop. Okay, so first we will develop this section. So for this we will use row, because we can see that this is another section, this is first section, and this is the second section. And for this we need to use column for the first section, and for this section we need to use row again. Okay, so first we will use single child scroll view, because you can see that it's scrolling, so that's why we need to use single child scroll view. And the child for this will be column children, and the first children will be, as you can see, we need to add some margin for this, so that's why we need to use container, and the margin will be edge insets dot only, left 10, right 10, and top 10. Okay, like this. And the child of this will be row children, and first we will divide this into two parts by using expanded. Flex of this will be 1, and for this we will use column children, and now we need to use column children, and first we need to use circle avatar, and radius will be 45, background image, network image, and for the URL I will mention this URL in the description. And after this we will add, let me see, yeah, after the circle avatar we need to add some empty space, sized box, by using sized box. Height will be 10, and again we need to use text here, so we will import our file from create an object of this class TextUtils, make this object final, and text utils dot normal 16 Junaid Khan. Color of this text will be white. Now we need to add const modifier. Okay, reformat this code like this. So the first part is completed. Now for the second row we will use expanded again, but this time the flex will be 2 because this section is taking a larger space than the first section. So children and for the first, so let me open this again, and as you can see, for this we need to use column, column and column. So there are 3 childrens of this row: column, children, and text utils dot bold 20 and 16, colors dot white, need to add some space, sized box height will be 10, again text utils dot normal 16, normal 14 I think so is enough. Posts colors dot white. Okay, so the first child is complete. For the second and third we can just copy and paste this and just change the text like 158 followers and 1000 following. So let's hot reload our app and see that what we achieved so far. Okay, so this is looking like this. So we need to add a main axis alignment, space around and Control S. So now it's looking like what we want. Okay, so now we need to develop the second this part basically, yeah. So we need to develop this section now, and for this again we need to use container margin edge insets dot only left 10, right 10 and top 10. Okay, but now we need to use row again because as you can see there are 2 childrens and both of them are in the horizontal order, so that's why we can use row for this. Row children and expanded again, flex 8, and for this we will use container again, and height will be 40 and decoration box decoration. I'm using box decoration so we can use the radius for the corners and we can use the border color, so that's why I'm using the box decoration. Border radius, so the border radius dot circular, and the value of this will be 5, and border dot all colors dot gray, like this. Okay, now we need to develop the second child. For the second child, we first we need to add space. The space will be 10 pixels, again expanded. Sorry, I'm adding the space at the wrong. Yeah, expanded. Flex will be 1, and child will be container again. Height will be again 40. Decoration, the same decoration we need to pass it here. We can copy and paste it from this. Okay, and the child will be icon. Keyboard arrow down, I think so. Yeah, keyboard arrow down, and the color of this icon will be gray. So let's press hot reload and see. So the app is looking like this now. So we need to add a text here for edit profile. So let me add a text here in the container of this box decoration, child, center, child again, and text utils dot normal 16 edit profile, and the text color of this will be colors dot gray. Okay, so hot reload, it's looking like this, but the color of this text should be white. Hot reload and see. Now it's looking perfect. So now we need to move to the second part, the third, which is this. We need to make it like this, 2 text views and 1 is icon. Okay, so for this again we can use for this column and for this icon, and for both of them we can use row. Again we need to use container, margin edge insets dot only, left 10, right 10, and from the top 20. Child row, children expanded, flex for this will be 9, and the child of this will be column, children text utils dot bold 14, story highlights, color of this text is white, and again empty space, sized box, height 5, text utils dot normal 14, keep your favorite stories on your profile. Okay, and for the colors dot white. Okay, so we will add const modifier for this and for this. Okay, so the second child will be expanded again. Flex will be 1 and child will be icon. Icons dot keyboard arrow up and colors dot white and size will be 18. Okay, so add const modifier and hot reload our app and see that what's developed. So now it's looking like this. So we need to add main cross axis I think so main axis, yeah, cross axis alignment for this column. So cross axis alignment dot start and see whether it's fixed or not. Yeah, now it's fixed. Okay, so now we need to develop this section where we are using circle avatars, and for this we are using column, but for these we are using a simple circle avatar. Okay, so again we need to use container margin edge insets dot left only, sorry, first left is 10, right is 10, and from the top 20. Okay, child we need to use single child scroll view here, because as you can see this will be scrollable, so that's why we will use single child scroll view in this. Single child scroll view, scroll direction axis dot horizontal, child row children. First we need to make this child padding, edge insets dot only, right 10, child column children elevated button. We are keeping the on pressed as empty because we are not doing any backend right now, so that's why we don't have to specify any functionality here. And child will be icons dot add, size is 35, and style of this elevated button will be elevated button dot style from, and shape of this button we need to make it circle border, side border side, colors dot white, and padding I am in this, oh sorry, padding edge insets dot all 15 and primary colors dot transparent. I used color transparent so that this will have transparency, and for the shape I am using circular border, and I am defining the border color as white, and the child is icon, plus icon. So let me add const modifiers. Okay, after this we need to add text, but first space, empty space, sized box, height 10, and text utils dot normal 12, new, and color dot white. So I'll reload and see what we see. Okay, perfect. Now we need to create empty circle avatars. Okay, so for this we can run a loop for int I equals to 0, I is less than 10, and I plus plus. Favorite stories widget. Alt enter, create this method here, and the return type of this will be widget. Return padding edge insets dot only, right 10, left 10. Okay, child circle avatar. The radius of this circle avatar will be 33, or you can check that what is the radius which is matching with exactly like Instagram. So the color I am using the custom color FF3E3E3E. Okay, so add this and okay, so Control S and see, now it's looking fine, but the widget is in the center of the whole container, so we can add a cross axis alignment dot start and open. Now it's perfect. Okay, so now we need to make this is basically tab bar, and in this tab bar we need to define two children. One is this and one is this. Okay, let me minimize all the widgets. Add const and like this. Now we need to add tab bar, number of tabs we will add this later. Indicator color colors dot white, and indicator weight which will be 0.8, and indicator padding edge insets dot 0, and padding will be 0 as well, edge insets dot 0. And now we need to define our controller, so we will add the controller at the top late, because we will initialize this controller in init state, so that's why I'm adding late here, tab controller, init state, tab controller, tab controller length will be, because there are 2 children, so that's why we will add 2, and vsync will be this. Right now it's showing me error. We will add with single ticker provider state mixing. Okay, now we will add controller, tab controller, and tabs. So for the tabs we will add like this: tab icon, icons dot grid on rounded, and for the second we will add the icon like person pin outlined. Okay, so let me hot reload. Right now it will show error because we hot reload our app, so that's why init state function isn't called. So for this we need to run our app again. Now you can see that it's working fine. Okay, so now we need to create these children's. For this I will use expanded widget, so it can take as much space it wants. Child TabBar view, we will define the children after this. Controller tab controller, so it will work with the tabs. Children grid view dot count, cross axis count, so the cross axis count is 3. Let me show you how I judged that the cross axis count is what, 1 2 3, so that's why I put 3 here. If you want to add another, then you can put the cross axis account to 4. And children will be 4, int I equals to 0, I less than 10, I plus plus. Container and margin as insets dot only right 3 and top 3, because as you can see that there is a little bit of margin between every child, so that's why I'm using container. Child image dot asset, assets slash images slash dummy post. Okay, so now we can, oh yeah, another thing is fit box fit dot cover. Let's hot reload. Now it's showing me nothing, so let's see that why it. Okay, so I think so we are missing some. It means that it needs to get a specific height, so that's why it's showing us an error. So we can include our column into container width media query dot off dot size dot width and height media query dot off dot size dot height. Let's rerun our app and see. And okay, so because the controller's length must be 2, but we only defined one child, so that's why it's showing us this error that controller's length property 2 doesn't match the number of tabs 1. So we can add another grid view here. Now it's working perfectly. But as you can see that if we are scrolling here, then it's scrolling only here. But we need to work it like that even if we scroll here, then the total screen should scroll up, not only this part. So we can add a controller, scroll controller here, like scroll controller equals to scroll controller, and we will define the controller here, scroll controller. Sorry, we should define the way, yeah, like this. And also we need to add one thing more. We need to add this controller here as well in the grid view, scroll controller. We need to define the scroll controller here and also in the first grid view as well, like this. So we can hot reload our app again and see. Try to run our app again. One more thing, we can try to enclose this into scaffold. Body. Okay, and the background color, try to check that it should. So now it's working fine, as you can see. Okay, and if we navigate to our home screen, it's also working fine. The search screen it's also working. So by following this complete playlist, you will be able to clone the almost complete Instagram design in Flutter. As you can see that I haven't used much packages. I almost done everything on my own. So only the dash circle library package is being used, but anything else totally developed by custom code. So I hope you like this playlist, and subscribe our channel and press the bell icon so you don't miss any new videos, any new tutorials from this channel. Till then, take care.